I go take your money, disappear.
It mocks the greedy white victim, known as the Mugu, the big fool, being conned by Nigerians posing as prominent officials, promising easy riches.
You be the Mugu, I be the master.
But until now, little has been known about the winners, the masters, about who exactly in Nigeria is running the scams and how they get away with it.
Hello?
Hello, is the chief there, please?
So we decided to let ourselves become the Mugus,
Hello?
the big fools, and follow the trail to the person at the other end of the phone.
Are you in Nigeria?
I am in Nigeria.
The scam had begun with an email claiming someone had died in a plane crash and left a huge inheritance in the millions, sitting unclaimed in a Nigerian bank, and that it could be ours. All we had to do, we were told, was hire a certain lawyer in Nigeria who called himself the chief.
I was in the bank today. I met the director of the foreign operations. He even showed me his balance, which is 28.5 million, but it accrued some interest.
And the chief told us precisely how to send him his lawyer's fee of $4,500.
I go chop your dollar.
Hollow out a book and put the cash in the middle, which we did, using Monopoly money. Then wrap it as a birthday present and send it by DHL to Nigeria. We did all that, adding a few ABC News stickers on the outside. Just like the song said, we were becoming the Mugus.
I go chop your dollar.
Folks will be leaving in 5 minutes, 5 minutes to landing.
And then we followed the trail to Nigeria, to Lagos, a sprawling, crime-ridden, corrupt disgrace of a city, home to more than 20 million people, where the average income is $1 a week.
The scammers are known here as the 419 men. 419 is the section of the Nigerian criminal code that makes it illegal to obtain money under false pretenses. Until just very recently, it was a law that was almost never enforced.
And police here say at any given time, there are thousands of 419 men online at small internet cafes trying to scam Americans. This is one of them, according to investigators who helped us take our hidden cameras inside, where the scammers spin their schemes, running special email extractor programs to get the internet addresses of more victims.
They can pull out email addresses, thousands and thousands, and wait for people to respond. You can see some of this.
Ibrahim Lamorti heads up the Lagos office of Nigeria's newly created Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, the EFCC. One of the first people to be arrested by the EFCC squad was its boss, the head of the Nigerian police, who was sent to prison for taking bribes from top 419 scammers.
He was my boss. We're all police officers.
And you arrested your boss?
Of course. There is no way you can achieve results without taking people at the top.
Now the new anti-corruption unit, considered the untouchables of Nigeria, has begun to crack down on the 419 scammers themselves. They took 2020 along as they raided the internet cafe we had seen earlier. The men online went running for the doors when the officers showed up. They were caught red-handed with their various scams still running on their computers. One of them we found was in the middle of trying to cheat an American woman by the name of April Nunn, who had just sent her photo and bank account number. We found April Nunn outside Gaston, Alabama.
Wow, how did these people find my email address?
She told us she thought she was dealing with a woman in Nigeria who had promised her $50,000 in return for a small fee. We told April the Nigerian woman was a man and a scammer, that there was no $50,000 to be had.
I'm angry because they found my email and stuff, and I was stupid to send back my information, which I shouldn't have.
Millions do respond and become victims of Nigeria's 419 men. Many of them have become millionaires and local celebrities. After the raid, it was a tense scene outside the internet office, with a large crowd forming, as the EFCC officers took the suspects away in handcuffs. The crackdown threatens what has become a multi-billion-dollar-a-year business in a desperately poor country.
American scam victims have to pay for this mansion It was once owned by one of the top 419 men here in Lagos. It's been seized by authorities and he's in prison. But this is a fabulous mansion by any standards, especially by those in Lagos. Swimming pool, tennis court. He became a hero based on money from Americans.
Young people who are supposed to be useful to the society stop going to school, instead go and start sending mails to individuals all over the world expecting money to come back, and they don't want to work.
As for the package we sent to Nigeria, when it arrived at the DHL office, the chief and one of his helpers were quick to claim it. Inside, an undercover camera was rolling as the package, with its ABC News label, was handed over. And then outside, a scuffle, as an officer of the EFCC wrestled the two to the ground and put them in handcuffs. The man at first denied any knowledge of a scam.
You're the chief? I talked to you on the phone? You recognize me?
I'm not a chief.
You recognize me? I recognize your voice.
I'm not a chief.
You didn't talk to me on the phone, send me the emails?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You don't know what I'm talking about.
But it was a different story once the suspects were back at the EFCC headquarters. The chief watched as the package we sent was opened in front of him, and he realized the tables had been turned on him, monopoly money and all. The phony chief finally confessed to what he was doing, saying he was too ashamed to talk about it.
Are you sorry for that?
The master no more. But the fact is, for every 419 man the Nigerian police arrest, for every scammer we exposed in our 2020 investigation, there are thousands and thousands more. There's no shortage of desperately poor, computer-savvy young men in Nigeria trying to make an easy buck. Just as there's no shortage of amazingly gullible or greedy Americans also trying to make an easy buck. The Mugus and the Masters dance to the same tune.
419 is just a game. You are the loser. I am the winner.
When 2020 returns, it's supposed to be the happiest occasion.